Captain Prdoskop vlog 5.1/2/3. Abyste rozuměli.
4.
To už je 4, ne 3.
Ne, ze 4. dne.
Pátý vlog. Pátý vlog.
1/5, 2/3, je to přesně. Tak, my jsme si zase zahráli nějakou hru, tady jsme se dostali a víceméně vlastně jsme si zahráli první hru jako
celou,
velkou,
plnou,
větší celou.
Plnohodnotnou, rozumnou.
No.
A vysvětlovala mi někdo, kdo tu hru umí.
Kdo tu hru umí, takže mluvíme o hře Crossing Oceans. Takže trochu vám zmíníme.
Hello, Mac. This is the author of the game. It's great to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
I hope you like the game.
Yeah. We are friends of the design of your company. We like, for example, Navegador, or they played Concordie just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we like it. I like the rondel is nice.
Yeah. The last new game with the rondel was Navegador, which is more than 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So this is.
Maybe I can you wait a moment?
Okay.
So this is the author of the game of Navegador, and here we play the Crossing Oceans. It's Mac. Yeah. And I have a question: how it differs from the Transatlantic? This game is somehow related to Transatlantic.
Yes. It was originally I made Transatlantic, and it was published in 2017, which is now 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And though there were some comments that people would like the game happen on a historical map, not but just a real map for the historic flavor. And I sat down and thought on how to arrange things on a historical map and harbors instead of columns and so and experimented with various things. And then the game developed. There came the rondel, the rules were streamlined.
I remember that Transatlantic was played only with cards. And,
yes.
And these styles are new.
Yes, the ships were on cards, the actions were on cards. It was the card system from Concordie.
Yeah.
But for this, it's better on the rondel now. We turn to the rondel. And it was in good development. And then came Corona. And with Corona, you couldn't play anymore in your big play groups, and you need a big play group. And my friends didn't come anymore to play. And then I made Concordia Solitaria in between, because that could be play tested on your own. I could send it around and say, take that to the kitchen, play it on your own, and tell me what you think about it. And now, after Corona, I could continue on this one, and this is now what has come out. It's quite different from Transatlantic. I do not know if you remember anything from.
I haven't played the game. We have friends who have Transatlantic, but I haven't played.
Yeah, it's quite different. Every single rule is different in one way or another, but the theme is the same. And the graphics, the beautiful ships painted by
the game.
We remade them,
nice.
And the money is also very, very well done. So we maintained it and composed a bit different game out of it. And I made Antike and Antike 2. I made Imperial and Imperial 2030. And originally this one should have been Transatlantic 2, but it is so different from the old Transatlantic that we finally decided to give it a new name.
I see.
And if you know the rules from Transatlantic in your back, and you play this, those will confuse you.
I see. So it's better not to know it.
You have to be open-minded to play a new game. So we give it a new name.
In fact, I like. In fact, I'm quite fan of the rondel system from the time I met it first time in Navegador, And in fact, Navegador is probably one of my most favorite games with the rondel system until now. Yeah. We also love the.
Actually, Antike Duellum was the the game I purchased my first time being to ESSEN. Like it was 7-8 years ago.
The first game published with the rondel was Antike in 2005. That was my first game that used it officially. And then Imperial in 2006. But the concept of the rondel is much older than that. I mean, the early prototypes of Imperial goes back in the 1980s when I played it with my friends from a chess club. And there also, we had already had a rondel then.
I discussed with one friend of mine who is a really big fan of the games with rondel, and he has many of them. But he said that very often the system is not working. But I remember from the time when he presented me Navegador, he said that he feels like this is the first game where it really works. Yeah. And this is why I like this game too, because it's familiar to me, this system you have here, which is comparable to Navegador, but the overall feeling of the game is different, so I like it. It's in some...
the system is like straightforward, easy to learn, but have a lot of options how to do it. I really like it. So
if you teach the game, you just go this one, you do that, and that's it. And okay, 1, 2, yes, and how the ships, what's on the ships and how they work. But it's not difficult to teach, I think. That's very important.
And I also, what I really like about this game, many games these days are very solitary. Today we played some games like you feel you play alone all the time. Yeah. But this is very conflicting, because you, for example, the fight where you fight
exchanging all shapes.
You're fighting for the blue ribbon, for the SPIEL record in the
this can be really cruel.
Which ships you can get and which where to get into, where you can build houses and where not. So there's some confrontation and friendly.
We hate each other.
So this is also, I like it, that you really feel like you are playing with others, even though you are playing the Euro style game. So it's really nice. I think.
That's the reason why you meet for playing. You want to have a good time with someone else. And you don't, if you do smart turn and you want to see what happened in your face, if I harm you or not.
So
it's a social event. Playing is something social. It's not only for
thinking
being the most clever, but also you have to be socially clever, and that's a social experience. What I like.
And how I'm sorry.
And that's the big advantage over the gaming on the computer. Computer you have. Okay, maybe fun as well, but being together with friends is.
But it's changing, you know. A lot of people are now playing solitaire board games. So, but for us, it's still social things. We like to play together.
Well, I made the Solitaria, the Concordie Solitaria.
You have to these days.
But that is, as I told you, it was impossible to do game development like this because. Well, I'm the designer, but without my friends who play tested with me, I'm nothing. Because you can think as smart as you. The real test is on the board with your friends and how they react and what you think. And the intelligence of the lot is. So as a designer, you need groups from inside Hamburg, outside, foreign. You have to go there with different groups and test it and. That's the most important thing. You can see how it works. You can see where the people might hesitate or have something. I still, in this game, there's something, but I couldn't solve it. I just couldn't solve it. Here, this is sometimes forgotten. People want to do it on the rondel. And then, you first can put a ship inside. This is sometimes, but, well, if you get used to it, play the game, but the first intuitive thing is you look at the rondel, which is the most important, and I should have taken the ship inside.
In fact, in fact,
sorry.
No, it's okay. In fact, it is very nice that you have almost everything on the board. I really like that you have this reference card and the rest is here, and it's everything you need to play. I really love it.
And also, small thing which I regret now with the experience which we make, this iconography, you play one contract, and after that you can move on the rondel farther than 3 spaces. You can move 1, 2, or 3 without cost, 4, 5, 6, and 7 by playing one contract.
Oh, I see.
So we should have written 4 to 7 here, and not just this. But this is a minor issue, I think. All in all, the game is well done. I'm very, very happy with the production.
Yeah, this I wanted to ask how you feel about the game, and was this the feedback from the people here?
It's always no, it's not the same, but it's sort of giving birth to a new baby, you know?
Yeah.
Sort of.
And how your publish company manage through the corona? How you are? Is the PD games for like in the good shape these days, or it's difficult for you? Yeah.
Yes. Well, the PDA games, they were very. They had the Spiel des Jahres 2 years ago.
Pictures.
So they were very successful with that. They were very engaged with that.
Nice to hear that.
So commercially,
no problem.
They don't have any problems. And my games from the past are still selling well.
Yeah, I can see that you are still selling the older games, so it's nice.
So there have been new editions of Imperial, new editions of Navegadora from time to they are long sellers. And my best-selling games, I think 90% of my sales is Concordie with all its expansions. Concordie is something which never dies. I don't know why. Because with Navegadora or any other game, the big boost first year, everyone and then next year there come new better games, and then the new games become old, and there are more newer, more attractive games. But Concordie has gone the other way. It has steadily driven the attention of the public.
In fact, it's going to be...
We managed to do an expansion every year since then.
Oh, I see.
To feed that. To feed that. But for the publisher, Concordie is a big success.
In fact, it's published now.
Concordie was released in Czech Republic in Czech language like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yes, really.
We played it like the day we received it. Because I remember playing it like several years ago, and I had like good feeling from the game. I could not remember anything, no rules, nothing, but I had like this feeling. This was the good game. Yeah. And we played last. It's like 2-3 weeks ago. Actually, we played like in the 3 in the morning. We had like a weekend where we played the games, and it was quite difficult because we were all sleepy, a little bit drunk, and so on. But the game was working okay.
Concordie has a very, very solid game system. We have made expansions. We have made the salsa rules. We have made the fish market, and it works in many ways and many webs, and the rules wise it's easy. The rules are not too much and not too but for the strategy it's very deep. You will need some plays of Concordie to do really well against experienced players.
Yeah, of course. Someone won the first game, but of course then at the end we started to see the combinations of the cards and the locations, and it needs to be played more time.
Yeah. In fact, on our channel from time to time we have it, I don't know, like for 6 years or something like that, and from time to time, because I'm playing like for 20 years, and maybe now it's even more. And from time to time we pick some older title we really like and show it to the new gamers. And in fact, I think it's like 3 months ago when we presented the Navegador. And because it's nice that it's still published and you can still buy the game.
Yeah.
So some of our viewers sent us a picture that they bought it because of our presentation. So I was happy.
This is something which PD Verlag is not doing. They are not giving the games away after 1 or 2 years for a low price, or for discounting them on the market just to sell them. Other publishers do that. If the storage is full and they want to get rid of the game and they sell it for a low price. PD Verlag does not do this. They never sell it for low price, but they always estimate the games highly. So the experience is that over time, sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes shorter. The games are selling on the market.
Okay.
The last 2 years with the Corona pandemic have been very good years for board game publishers because the people couldn't leave out for parties and restaurants and they had to stay at home. What do we do? Oh, let's play some board games. So the board game industry was doing very well, quite well during the pandemic. But now I don't know what will happen next. I think
it's difficult
this boom now with the energy crisis, the people don't have so much money, you know.
We will see.
Yeah.
But it's really nice that you arrived to talk with us. I'm happy to meet you again.
Yeah.
Will you be so kind to sign me a copy of your game?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So this was the Mac.
This was Mac. Okay. So, dziękuję.
Perfect.
Perfect.